welcome to TWF Dynamite or Mike. I, Mike Lane, here with Tony Schiavone and with Montel Vertadius Porter. And today on Rampage, today on Dynamite or Mike, we are going to see a good show here today on Dynamite or Mike. And sorry for all that coughing. That happens. There's really nothing we can do about it. It happens. Well, that's right, Mike Lane. Today we're going to have a good match here today on Dynamite or Mike. We're going to see most likely, most likely see the TWF light heavyweight winnings will be on stake here today when we have Miko Santini, take on Santos Escobar for the TWF, light heavyweight winnings. Well, one thing, Mike and Tony, you always know you can seek me. At the end of the day, you had Taz. No one knows where Taz went. No one can seek Taz. So they had to go with someone that they knew they could trust and someone they knew that they could seek, and he wouldn't go missing on them. And they could trust him, and they know that he would and they know that you could trust him and he'd never go missing on you. And that's me, Montel Vertadius Porter. Yes, we do know you're filling in for Taz until we can seek out where we put Taz's WWE Jackdaw at that would be doing a show with us. But no one seems to know where he's at. So, So Santos Escobar says, it seems to me that some folks out here, making a big deal. Some folks out here, making a big deal about, Miko Santini, or whatever you say his name. Some folks making a big deal about him. Saying, oh look, he won it. Oh look. He won, the TWF light heavyweight winnings. It's like, yeah, big deal. Because I'm going to win that from you. And no one's going to really care about you anymore. Yeah, that's right, Angel Garza says. At the end of the day, no one's going to care. We're going to get you beat. The way we look at it, Andrade Cien says, we're going to be the ones who are doing the running and the leading around here in the toy wrestling gathering. And Miko Santini, he can't beat us. Hell, he can't beat you, Santos Escobar. Well, it seems that Santos Escobar is going to have his friends out with him, his underlings, his hirelings, whatever the kinship is between Santos Escobar and Angel Garza and Andrade Cien, Mike Lane says. No one really seems to know what the kinship, between all of these folks are. No one really seems to know what the kinship is between these three. But it seems to be, that at the end of the day, it seems to be, we don't know. Tony Schiavone said, we don't really know what the kinship between them are. I tell you right now, Montel Vertadius Porter says, I know, who the king, I know who the kingship, the kinship between these two are. He calls them the Saga of the Ghost. That's what he calls himself. And now he's going to be beating Santos Escobar, a man who himself is a 2 lifetime skilled wrestler who happen to come from Mexicanish land, however you say the English way of saying that land. And up. I can't stand up. Is Montel Ricadius Porter says, but I think Santos Escobar is going to beat Miko Sanatini. Well, this match is for the TWF light heavyweight winnings. First, he is Santos Escobar, and he is the TWF light heavyweight fighter, Miko Sanatini. Well, it seems that Santos Escobar is in a bind right now, Mike Lane says, that Miko Sanatini knocking him down with his hands, more like they're chops, and then a side kick, and then a body slam. Well, awkward body slam, but so still a body slam, Mike Lane says. Yeah, Tony Schiavone said Miko Sanatini came to the toy wrestling gathering, last year. We did not ask for him, folks. He came as a gift, and we didn't ask for him. He just happened, Tony Schiavone says. And that's right. At the end of the day, Montel Ricadius Porter says, at the end of the day, Santos Escobar is going to be in a truly bad bind. But I trust him. He'll get out of this, Montel Ricadius Porter says. And right now, we've got Miko Sanatini. Oh! Santos Escobar. Andrade Ciambis wanted to strike on the other side. Angel Garza struck, and now he's done. And Santos Escobar just took down Miko Sanatini. Mike Lane says. Oh, that's sad. Tony Schiavone says. The man can't win a match without help. I think that's sad, Tony Schiavone says. You could say whatever you want to call it, Mike and Tony, but at the end of the day, you will be seeing the new TWF light heavyweight fighter. Santos Escobar thinks he's going to have Miko Sanatini beat 1, 2, and only a kick out. And after all of that help from Angel Garza and Andrade Ciambis, Mike Lane said, Santos Escobar still cannot beat Miko Sanatini and drops him down again. And now he's calling for help again. Andrade's there. He's going to get the match thrown out. Oh! And by mistake, Andrade Ciambis got knocked down by mistake by Santos Escobar. And now we've got Angel Garza showing up and Miko Sanatini knocking him down. Mike Lane said, well, Tony Schiavone said, it's like wrestling and fighting 3 men instead of 1. Because sadly, at the end of the day, he's fighting 3 men instead of 1. Instead of 1, Tony Schiavone says. That's right, Mike Lane says. He's already fighting Santos Escobar in the ring. He's got to deal with Angel Garza and Andrade Ciambis outside the ring, Mike Lane said. And I don't think, come on, Santos Escobar, you can't let Miko Sanatini beat you, Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone. Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone, you can't let him lose to Miko Sanatino. 1, Teeny, 1, 2. Okay, no. 1, 2, 3. Here is your winner. Shit, stand it. Well, here is your winner, and still the TWF light heavyweight fighter, Miko Sanatini. Miko Sanatini is still the TWF light heavyweight fighter here in the toy wrestling gathering, Mike Lane says. Look out, Tony Schiavone said. Angel Garza just beat up Miko Sanatini from behind. And Andrade Ciambis dropping him too. Santos Escobar likes to talk about how everyone can look up to him. But he's doing things that no one will onlook him for. Oh! Well, that's just wrong. And once again, Santos Escobar and his team are being nothing more than creeps. bad losers, Mike Lane says. And sadly, that's what they'll become. That's what they are, Tony Schiavone said. They're bad losers. They couldn't handle losing a match. Tony Schiavone says. I'll tell you one thing, Montel Vertadius Porter says. Say what you want, call him what you want. But Miko Santini didn't look like the winner of this match, of this fight. And take it away now to Gorilla Monsoon. Well, thank you, Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone. I'm going to be talking with, Santos Escobar here today on Impact or Might. on Dynamite or Might. Santos Escobar, you say you want folks all over the world to onlook you, not only in your homeland and Mexicanish land. First off, did I ever say I wanted anyone to onlook me, Gorilla Monsoon? No. The only folks I care about is me and my kin, the saga of the ghost. Angel Garza, Andrade Ciembas. You can forget about everyone else. Forget about Sabio Vega or Eddie Guerrero or Chavo Guerrero or Rey Mysterio. Forget about Alberto Del Rio or Conan or Tino Santana. You can forget about all of them. Because what did they ever do? But it's what I did and what I am doing. I'm taking me and two other skilled wrestlers that most folks really didn't care about. And forget about Pedro Morales too. You know what? And I'm doing something that no one has done before. Yeah, I didn't win the match, that's true. But I beat up Miko Santini. So, who looks more like the winner? Me or him? Well, I'll tell you one thing, Santos Escobar. You run down a list of all those other well-known Hispanish, or whatever the English word for those folks, who were skilled wrestlers. But at the end of the day, why should anyone onlook you when all the things you did are things that folks should shame you for? What do you know about shame, Gorilla Monsoon? You don't know nothing about shame. You know nothing about me or the saga of the ghost. Well, that's my talk with Santos Escobar. Back to you, Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Santos Escobar here today on Dynamite or Might. And it's all the time we got here for Dynamite or Might. I, Mike Lane, Tony Schiavone, and Montel Vertadius Porter. We hope you like Dynamite or Might, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact or Hit.